Hey, what's happening YouTube, and welcome back to Scents of South Jersey with me, Kellen, for another fragrance video. So I sort of missed the boat this summer when it came to a list of fragrances to wear for the summer, but I thought I'd take a look back at summer 2024, and I sort of have the fragrances I think that I wore the most this summer, the ones that were consistently in my rotation, the ones that were always on my scent of the day when it came to my Instagram page. And before we jump into this list, what I would love to do is remind you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Again, we're growing, and I have a lot of new content that I'm going to be putting out in the next few days here. So I would love, and weeks, I would love for you guys to subscribe. Check out the Instagram page. Again, follow that at just Scents of South Jersey for news and updates on the channel, photos of fragrances from my collection, and daily scent of the day post, as well as a way to communicate with myself if you choose to do so. If you're interested in purchasing fragrances directly from my collection, check out my Mercari page. The link is in the description, along with a link to the 2 clothing lines I have affiliate links with discounts. That's Masudo button-down shirts for shirts like this, as well as the Aurelius Apparel gym shirts, great exercise shirts, and the link is also in the description too. So I have a variety of fragrances here for you guys. Let's take a look at them. Okay, so the first fragrance on the list is going to be a list of 9 fragrances. This one is a newer one. It's an exclusive to Creed, and it is a flanker to the original Aventus. This is Aventus Absolute. I got this in, and I wore the heck out of it this summer. Going out to dinner, going to Philly, a lot of time. I just wore it a ton. It's just Aventus, but it's like a richer, little bit sweeter, but I think this stuff rocks. And it smells so good. I love Aventus, but this one is amazing. And it lasts and projects, and it's good. Even though it's a little thicker, a little heavier for a summer scent, I still wore it. And again, this isn't about if it's good for the season or not. This is just what I decided to wear in summer 2024. And Aventus Absolute absolutely made it in that rotation. Okay, the second fragrance on this list, and again, these are in no particular order. This one, classic old school Armani Eau pour Homme. This is the vintage version. This is that spiced citrus. I love the smell of this. I wore it out so many times at night, so many times during the day. It's just a classic. I have so many bottles of this one because this is one that I wear. I love it. It's perfect for summer. You could even rock it in fall. Anytime after that, I don't think it would perform as much or as well, but I think it's appropriate for the summer. But I reach for this so many times. I'm getting, probably halfway through this bottle, but that's why I made sure to back this one up. I loved wearing it, and I enjoyed it this summer. And the next day when your shirt still smells like it, it's the dry down on this is just awesome. Okay, going back to the House of Creed, this could have been a very Creedy summer, and this is the original Aventus. Look at that. I am almost done this bottle. I've got some more Aventus. I love the original Aventus. I like it better than the Flanker Absolute. I like it better than the Flanker Cologne. The original one is the best one, and probably my favorite from the House of Creed. But I've experimented with more Creeds this summer, but Aventus never left the rotation. It just works. It smells so good. I'm a fan and always will be. Ever since I got the bottle, I was like, wow, okay, now I know why people say just get this over a lot of the flankers, out a lot of the clones. Not that they're bad, they're great alternatives, but this one, you just can't beat that birch, that freshness, that pineapple tar, whatever that smell is. It's really just unique, and it was the first of its kind to do anything like that. And I wore the hell out of it this summer. Okay, fragrance number 4 on this list. This is an old school one. This is Paco Rabanne Pour Homme, the current version. I killed this bottle. I had probably more than 2/3 of it at the beginning of the summer. I was just spraying it to the gym, to work, doing errands, going out. I would wear it out. I family events. I love Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. I do have a vintage bottle, 100 ml upstairs, but the current one is so good. It still captures that sharpness of the green, the rosemary, the thyme, all that type of stuff, the barbershop scent. Paco Rabanne Pour Homme is a fragrance that I will always replace the bottle of when I finish it. It smells so good. Don't worry, vintage or current. If you can get a vintage and it's in good condition, do it. If not, this one is equally as good, and it'll always be fresh. This one is awesome. This summer, I rocked the hell out of this scent. Okay, fragrance number 5. This one was actually, I was really happy to get, going back to the House of Creed. This one is Royal Mayfair, and it is the 75 ml vintage version. Got the box here. The box is always pretty cool looking. It's like the older Creed. I never had a vintage Creed before. This one was unique, and I got a sample of it before I bought this bottle. And I think I got it from Joma Shop is where I got this one. And it's just, oh man, like the eucalyptus in the scent. It reminds me of like a really high-end walk-in closet almost. Like At first I'm like, is that mothball I smell? But like not an offensive mothball. It smells very clean. It's very unique. Not one I'd wear all the time, but I wore it a lot this summer. I did put a decent dent in it for, having a lot of fragrances. And this one being more of a renowned, sort of harder to find one, but like, God, it's an interesting scent. I think it smells classy. It smells so good. It's very mature. It's definitely different. It's not like as easily spray on and you smell fantastic. Not everyone would love this one like they do like an Aventus, but I thought it was unique and I definitely reached for it a lot this summer, especially for a rarer Creed. Okay, fragrance number 6 on this list. This one I wore a lot of this summer, especially to work. I always get compliments when I wear this one, and that's not something I really care about or ever really talk about, but it does happen with this one often. And I was gonna put the original one in because I definitely wore that, but I figured I'd switch it up and then put an Acqua di Gio's Profumo. The fill line for this one is probably like right there. You can maybe see it, probably not. Anyway, this is one of the 4-ounce bottles. I have another one of these, and it's just that Acqua di Gio DNA with that incense. It smells so good and it lasts so long. The projection, that was the thing. Like I loved going to work, going to different doctor's offices on my routing and just, knowing that scent is with me, going out, and just knowing it's projecting. I love that about Acqua di Gio Profumo. And, there are the new releases from Giorgio Armani that, smell a lot like it, the Parfum or whatever, but I just wish they kept this one. It's so good. I love the original and I have a huge 10-ounce bottle of that, but there's something special about this one that I end up always reaching for it more often, believe it or not. And I should be a little bit more, frugal with this one, but I'm not. I love it and I spray it and I reach for it a ton this summer. Okay, going back to the House of Creed for fragrance number 7, and this is, if you love old school citrus like the Giorgio Armani, you'll probably enjoy Royal Water. Very simple, very clean, very fresh. I wore the heck out of this one. I got it probably midsummer, and I have about 2/3 left because I wore it so much I brought it on vacation, just like I did with Aventus and Aventus Absolute. And this one was one that I just absolutely tore up, loved it. As soon as I got it, I read the descriptions, blind bought it, and I'm like, I'm gonna like it. I know I'm gonna like it, and I ended up really, really enjoying it too. Let's get some of this here on a tester card. I love going to Bath and Body Works and stealing like 1,000 of these. Yeah, God, that spiced citrus up top. I think the opening, again, Creed's openings, in my opinion, are always where they're at their best. And, not the biggest performer, but for a freshie, 4 to 5 hours from what I remember. It smells so good, so clean, definitely old school. If you like things like the Armani Eau pour Homme, you'll love this one. I think this stuff's, and there's just like a little bit of hint of orange rind in there, or some sort of lemon rind citrus. I think it smells fantastic, and I know I wore this a lot in summer 2024. Okay, guys, the final 2 fragrances on this list, I'm just going to combine them together because if you followed my Instagram page, you know that I wore these to death, especially one of them, and they are Malizia Uomo Vetiver and Malizia Uomo Musk. I think I went through 3 100 ml bottles of this summer and 1 100 ml bottle, or 75 ml bottle of the Musk, because the vintage Musk is harder to find than this one. The bottles I had, this is also a 75 ml, the one I'm showing in this video, but the 100 mLs I had came in gift sets, and I blasted through them. I had the whole body line, the aftershave, the body sprays. I've killed so many of them. Gym, work, going out, family events, it didn't matter. I wore this. I'm probably going to wear this all year round, but I know I rock this in the summertime. It smells so clean, and it's so inexpensive. The slight smoky, fresh vetiver, it's not earthy. It's not like a Terre d'Hermès. It's a little sweeter, but cleaner. Soapy, I love the smell. And then if you like Dracar Noir, you like that type of fougere, this is that, but on steroids. The Musk is amazing. I don't even know, is this bottle empty? This bottle might even be empty. I might have grabbed the empty one that I killed. Let's see. Yep, it's done because I wore it, and that's what I'm so happy about. I have 2 others of these because I wear the hell out of them. I wore these every single day for like a month straight. At some point, whether it was after the shower, going to work. It's like an all-purpose Swiss Army knife type of fragrance. It smells amazing, and it's so inexpensive. And you can even get the vintage for inexpensive. La Parfumée where I always go, so check them out. Again, that's Malizia Uomo Vetiver and Malizia Uomo Musk. This is so clean. This is like a Dracar Noir on steroids. And if you get the vintage, they'll last longer. The currants are good too, but if you spend a little bit more, you can get a lot more when it comes to performance and scent, I think. Okay, guys, that's going to wrap up this list. Those were the 9 fragrances even though the last one was in one shot, that I wore the most in summer 2024. So let me know in the comments section, which fragrance did you reach for the most in summer 2024? Did I wear any of the ones that you wore a lot? Let me know in the comments section. Would you have worn any of the ones that I picked for this summer, the ones that I wore the most? Let me know in the comments. You know I always appreciate all of the interaction. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me today. Make sure to subscribe, check out the Instagram page, check out the links in the description for Mercari, Rails Apparel, and Masudo, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.